Welcome back to Metal Gear 5. Today's video is a breakthrough in our quest to turn Metal Gear 5 into the ultimate stealth action game with the magic of mods. Let me break it down for you. You start with nothing. No guns, no equipment. But every guard you subdue drops a random item. The longer you survive, the more tools at your disposal. But these aren't just any old guards. These are augmenting guards. 300% vision, 200% hearing, and 10 times damage. Our goal is simple. Beat the mission and escape alive. But it won't be that easy. We'll have to fight for every single inch in 6 exciting chapters across 2 brutally difficult missions spanning multiple continents. Can Snake survive the struggle? Or will he perish like a dog? Find out today. And so, Snake emerges from the jungle into the battlefield, equipped with nothing but his perfectly formed abs. The plan is to avoid the big bases altogether and route through the smaller outposts all the way to the refinery. So that's what we're gonna do. And already, we appear to be under suspicion. I don't think they can get up here, so I'm gonna ignore that. Now, in the thick of the action, I'm confronted with the reality that we really don't have any way of throwing guards off my trail, except through sheer ingenuity. And thus, we hatch a foul scheme. First, we distract our would-be assailants with a pony, then horrify them with a remote-controlled bowel movement. Like a train wreck, they just can't look away. Finally, we sneak off into the bush, successfully avoid... After a narrow brush with defeat, we make our way to the next outpost. And I realized I wasn't gonna make it very far into this mission without any gear. Our goal for this next outpost? Take out each soldier, one by one, quietly gearing up as we push forward. What followed made me instantly fall in love with this challenge. Is that guy gonna see us? He does.
Give me the gun! I want the gun!
By far the most cinematic experience I've ever had in Metal Gear 5, and it was only the first encounter. Now, we can take a moment and see what random loot the guards dropped. C4 would help with blowing up the objective in the refinery. A pistol, extra firepower for sticky situations. A bait bottle to summon the aid of animal allies. We also generated some magazines by reloading each of the rifles on the ground. Now, finally geared up with these simple tools, we're ready to tackle the rest of the mission. We approach the next outpost, this time under the cover of night. One of the most unique experiences in this challenge is weighing the risk and reward of every guard encounter. Oh, he dropped a Molotov. Without your typical gear, guards are much harder to deal with quietly. But every guard you subdue has a chance of dropping you an item that will make the rest of the mission much easier. Wake this guy up. We're gonna put him back to sleep. Ooh, XOF Custom. Who are you? Luckily, we subdue the remaining guards before the alert spread. After generating some more magazines, we steal away into the black night and emerge at the oil refinery, our final destination. Objective 1, Objective 2. That's gonna be the tough one. I'm a little worried. With the enhanced vision of the guards and the layout of the base, remaining undetected in this zone was gonna be a challenge. Not sure if he looks up. Definitely looks around and forward, but I'm not sure if he looks up. Alright, so he does indeed look up. Is he gonna check it out or is he gonna call someone? He's gonna do it himself. He's gonna walk here. It's the sassiest Metal Gear guard I've ever seen. Look at him, look at this. What is the strut? He's so sassy. Well, if this is his plan, to just walk off into the night, I'm all for it. What? Oh my god. What is he shooting? Like a wild dog? Oh my god! What? I've literally never seen that in my life. Oh my, and he's eating him! No, good doggy. That's crazy. After a brief encounter with the rules of nature, we return to the mission. To avoid suspicion from the inconveniently placed guard, we yeet a magazine into a walled-off storage area, cutting off a sightline. Then, we use this brief window to enter the refinery proper. And subdue our enemy. Hiding the body is critical in this situation, since Jeep patrols will periodically pass by this area. And we grab a grenade for our troubles. So far, so good. How the hell am I gonna get up there? Emboldened by success, we push brazenly into the base. I'm gonna move very slowly. Gonna lure him here. Then bait him over here. Okay, this is bad. He saw me through the bottom of this thing. In the worst possible outcome, we're pinned down in a corner, with the entire base on high alert. Oh, okay, dude. Hastily, I try to wrap around and return to stealth, but these realistic guards won't be fooled by simple tricks. If you can see me, I'm like literally nose up against the monitor trying to like make sure these shots land. Like this is so intense. After some further bloodshed, we slip back into evasion mode. Fucking pull. We make a mad, desperate dash to the objective. All that remains now is to destroy the main oil-water separator tank and extract, hopefully without any more gun violence.
Who was that? Hey, what the hell?
Outpost captured.
Clearing the outpost wasn't the initial plan, but now, without any opposition, we can make our way to the second objective undisturbed. Before we leave, I decide to steal a soldier, a souvenir of our bloody campaign. After a visit from our not-so-friendly companion, we detonate the oil tank. But Snake, it's not over yet. The explosion draws a nearby platoon to the base. Completely unprepared, I shove the horse to the nearest corner and pray that the guards don't see us in the night. Just don't clock your head about 3 degrees to the right and we should be okay. And thus, we make it through our very first mission somewhat successfully. But now it's time to put this challenge to an even greater test. And for that, we travel from the lush jungles of Africa to the beautiful peaks of Central Asia to tackle one of my favorite missions in the game. In this truly epic incursion, we'll need to carefully traverse multiple Soviet-controlled bases, covering vast stretches of the treacherous Afghan mountainscape. And it all builds up to an explosive finale, an encounter with the infamous Skull Unit. Excitement, suspense, and adventure awaits you in the second half of this video, so stay tuned. Now look, I know what you're thinking. Sneaking suit in broad daylight? Well, I happen to think it looks cool, so we're just gonna roll with it. As we make our way to the first guard post, we are immediately spotted from almost 200 meters away. Oh, I just pressed Alt to dive. Too much Helldivers. While Vlad and Vasily make their way over, we position ourselves for a silent takedown. Yeah, it would have been nice to have a throwable something here.
You want to just give me a gun?
We begin arming ourselves with the spoils of our victory, but our looting is cut short by another member of the outpost. Oh, okay, that was close. Oh, frag grenade. Just as we finish taking care of the outpost, we are treated to a surprise visit from a nearby patrol. We blunder our only smoke grenade, but a perfectly timed sandstorm gives us the cover we need to make a play. So what I'm doing here, I'm just resetting their sleep timer so that they don't wake up when we don't want them to. After equipping ourselves with a much needed secondary, we make our way to the next checkpoint. The mountain relay base, notorious for its lack of cover and abundance of snipers. But the presence of snipers also means we have a chance of acquiring a sniper rifle, if we play our cards right. It is 14:43, so I was hoping for some nighttime action, but... And we're immediately spotted by the snipers. Well, now we know where the snipers are.
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.
You know, as long as we didn't get killed, I would consider this a success. That's the one thing I learned from the one-hit video. You know, you gotta take your victories where you can get them. Thinking laterally, I decided to hide and pass the time until nightfall. But there's one problem. Oh, I don't have a phantom cigar. I didn't realize. We make our way down. You know, getting down here doesn't seem to be the problem. It seems going up is gonna be the problem. Oh! Yeah, come over here. This is good, actually. This is beneficial. This is definitely not beneficial. I don't have the smoke anymore. We managed to trap Snake at the bottom of a kill box with the entire base on alert and no firepower. It's got his ass. No, good. Oh! For our next attempt, we begin the mission at 1800 under the cover of night. Playing missions at night isn't just a cosmetic change. The behavior of the guards changes as well. Uh-oh, spotlight. What is this, ground zeros? There's 3 people here, and there's a patrol that comes later. We know that now. Oh my, he straight up just saw me. Oh, there's a mounted gun. Okay, as long as I don't throw a grenade at me. Can I throw this back? Does this game have this? It does not. Well, this is a precarious position. Okay, he doesn't see me. We're in the shadow of the rock. Playing patiently, we try to salvage the situation. And acquire some firepower.
Yes, the gun, yes.
Oh, he's gonna kill his buddy, isn't he? Not quite. In this challenge, you have to scrounge for any potential tool, and that includes the guards themselves. Okay. Last bullet. Now, to take out the final guard in this outpost. What if I just creep up on him? Sleep grenade. Oh, it's a little late for that. That must have rolled down the hill over there. That's actually quite interesting. Wait, he's just going back to business? What? Bro, you were just in a gunfight. All your buddies died. You're just another day on the grind. You know what? I salute this man's ability to clock in, clock out, you know?
I want to come up and whip your butt. Oh my God.
Now approaching the mountain relay base once again, we decide to take a slower, more methodical approach. Oh, they are so alerted. But things were about to get straight up paranormal. What the? What? Did you see that? Like I just raging demon back to his guard post. In a stroke of luck, we spot one of the snipers before he spots us. If we're able to take him out quietly, we could turn this entire mission around. Get the gun ready just in case. This might be the time to sleep grenade him. Okay, I'm doing it. I missed. Oh no! We can use it like a smoke. Come on. I think I can hold him up if I get him to peek this corner. I am so pinned down here. Hold on. Did you catch that? Let's rewind a bit. Notice anything strange? How about now? When a held up soldier doesn't immediately beg for their life, or when you can't interrogate them, that means they're moments away from turning around and trying to stab you. In these cases, you need to take control of them as soon as you can, before you suffer the fate of the average Londoner. Give me your sniper rifle, please. And a flashbang. Yeah, so far this nighttime thing is working out a lot better. Just before we make our way out of the gulch, we pique the interest of a curious guard. Without any magazines, we form a hasty plan. Luckily, none of the guards see us firing in the pit, and with no time to lose, we quickly shove ourselves into a nearby drainage area. In another stroke of luck, a looming sandstorm will give us the cover we need to escape the relay base. We're just gonna wait and let Mother Nature take its course. All we pretty much have is one flashbang and a couple guns. Okay, so we made it past the secondary base. Now it's time for the actual mission. These gentlemen are also alerted, so this is kind of bad. And there's a fourth guy. Said the fourth guy was from another base, so he's going back. I hear a helicopter. I forgot about that part. Playing patiently, we managed to make it past the challenging outpost. You know, this game is beautiful. I don't care what anyone says. This is a beautiful game. Now on our way to the next area, we take out a few lone scouts on the road. Bait bottle. Alright. Close one. Oh, another bait bottle. A patrolling helicopter. An unexpected surprise. This is a rough outpost. Also, the sun is coming up, which is really not good for our strategy. With daybreak just on the horizon, we would lose the cover of night just as we approach the most difficult area of the mission. 2 bait bottles, 1 flashbang, 1 magazine. Huh, I wonder what that sign is for. This is some kind of patrol. If we can spend 1 flash to take out both of them, and then we can loot them for some better stuff, that might be worth it. Got him. Somebody heard it though. It's a smoke, okay. I'm okay with that. Against all odds, we finally arrive at our objective. Without any silenced weapons, proper items, and the dark of the night, our next steps need to be carefully planned. I really don't see any way I could make it through here without getting spotted immediately. A sandstorm. This might be my only opportunity to make it inside the fortress, so we had to make it count. I'm gonna take him out fast and quietly. Got him. And we barely managed to make it to the gate by the time the storm ends, cutting it real close. All that remains now is rescuing the hostage and retrieving the honeybee. I could only pray that Lady Luck remain on our side as we tackle this final stretch. What if I smoke these guys and take them all out? Okay, I'm gonna flash them instead. Oh, didn't work. In a split second, chaos erupted. And Snake was quickly dispatched. The next few attempts proved that brute force was not the solution for this area. So, let's try a more gentle approach. Shit. Unexpected, but salvageable.
Consecutive! C! Q!
Consecutive CQC? Well, oh, 4? Okay. He didn't see me somehow. After subduing everybody nearby, we sneak off to the high ground. Can I make this jump? Oh! This game is so sick. They don't know where I am. Oh. The candles went out when I crawled over them. That's crazy. I searched desperately for the honeybee. Surely it's around here, right? Guys, where? I'm sure if you played this mission recently, you're like, it's right there, you idiot, it's right there. But I don't remember where it is. Memory had failed me once again, and soon we were no longer alone. Come on, come on. After stashing the body, we quietly trailed the soldiers in one of the tensest moments I've ever experienced in this game. At any moment, they could turn around and see us. We would have to play perfectly. That was close. Oh my god, don't move, please. And that, my friends, is why I'm the best. After saving the hostage, we finally grab the honeybee and make our way out. Now for the real fun part of the mission. Got that PS1 render distance going. The Skull Unit, the final test of this challenge. I'd have to dispatch every soldier in brutal hand-to-hand combat. Just kidding, we're getting out of here! I've never been able to successfully stealth this fight, but there's no better time to try. Alright, so drop down here, I guess? Is he gonna kill me? Yeah, that kills you. God, I love this area. Do they know? Does he know? Yeah, they know. Oh, I can't see anything. Oh. I hope I'm going the right way. I have no idea where I'm going. Oh, okay. Whew. Okay, that was great. This is my new favorite way to play Metal Gear 5. I can't wait to try some of the harder missions with this challenge. And if you thought this was hard, it's nothing compared to the one-hit challenge. That was brutal. But not nearly as brutal as the new Spicy Junior McChicken, available only for a limited time. Attention! Thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a comment and share it around with your friends. More videos coming soon, so stay tuned. Later!